Well, Miss Tennessee is here, and she's going to be talking to us about her experience winning the crown, what her past couple weeks have been like, and what her next goals are. Christine, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
And now, she may look a little familiar. You may have seen her around the Chattanooga area. She was Miss Chattanooga when she captured the Miss Tennessee crown. So what's it been like to be home?
It's felt really good. I feel like I've been living out of a hotel for the last 3 weeks, so it felt really nice to come back home, to see all my friends, but to also figure out where all my stuff is and stop living out of a suitcase for a few minutes. Right. But it just feels really great to be back home.
Now talk to me about the experience and what it's been like from not only taking home the Miss Chattanooga title, but to being crowned Miss Tennessee.
Being Miss Chattanooga was a really incredible experience. I'd moved here in August for grad school. I'm getting my Master's of Business at UTC. And that's been really incredible. I've just loved being here. I almost came here for undergrad, so I was so excited to have the opportunity. And because of Miss Tennessee, I got to come here. Last year, I'd won a $10,000 scholarship. This year, to date, I've won more than $47,000 in scholarship to pay for that education. So being Miss Chattanooga and being able to serve in the community I live in was really amazing. And then going to Miss Tennessee and seeing so many friendly faces. This year was a very kind, welcoming, and warm year. I feel like we all bonded as a sisterhood. And I love the outgoing Miss Tennessee, Katie Davis, had given us all these empowered women, empower women shirts. And that was kind of the theme of the week. And so it was really incredible, especially after being crowned, which still feels like I was dreaming. I had to wake up and I'm like, is it there? Did it happen? But to be greeted by my Miss Tennessee sisters and know that they are my friends and that this was going to be a lifelong journey for all of us was really amazing.
Right, and that's the thing is it's, you know, your year of service is only just a year, but it does last a lifetime. And you referenced the scholarships. Of course, the Miss America organization is the largest scholarship provider for young women. And then also along with that, you have the community service aspect. So you have your personal platform, and you have been so active with that for several years. Tell us a little bit more.
Sure. Well, I work with the Alzheimer's Association. I've lost 4 family members to this disease, and that's a very scary reality that lots of children are dealing with. So I'm very excited this year to not only continue my work with the Alzheimer's Association, but to be able to bring my message into schools. Because my grandfather was diagnosed when I was 8, and we didn't have a lot of answers. There was lots of confusion and fear and so much unknown. So I'm really excited to be able to talk to the children of Tennessee about what this means, what they can do, it's not their fault, and that there are resources available, and to be able to provide those for parents and teachers alike.
And part of that job as Miss Tennessee is being the spokesperson for, you know, Governor Haslam or whoever our next new governor is. Is the Character Counts program. So what character trait did you select for this year?
I'll be talking about respect. So I'll be traveling more than 80,000 miles, speaking to hundreds of thousands of school children, which I'm really excited about. About respect, respecting ourselves and making wise choices on social media, diet, exercise, respecting our families, and that's how I tie in my message of Alzheimer's, but then also respecting our friends, and that's where I talk about anti-bullying and continuing the governor's anti-bullying program and to be an upstander, not a bystander.
Absolutely. Okay, so exciting. Miss America's coming up in just a few couple of months.
Just 2.
I know. How has it been? I know you've had to dive straight into preparation. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I know it's a marathon of 2 weeks. When we get there, the final night is September 9th on ABC, so I hope y'all tune in.
Absolutely.
But I'm really excited to get to know everyone, even being in the group chat with all the state title holders has been so exciting. Last year I was first runner-up, and so it was kind of strange and exciting that the first runner-ups across the country kind of started to follow each other and form this bond, and it was really precious when Miss Texas, Madison Fuller, won. She was the first runner-up last year, and I was like, yes, girl, we did it. And it was this really incredible sisterhood moment. But to get to see everyone, to go to Atlantic City, to be on the iconic boardwalk, and to walk down that famous runway with the giant Miss America crown above it, I'm so excited.
I just can't wait to see the statue in person.
I know.
Iconic statue.
And the one that sings with, I think his name is Bert, and then it starts singing, there she is. It's fantastic.
Well, you're a better person than me because I would be bawling my eyes out. So, but we are looking forward to that journey, and it's great that you already have that sisterhood to move forward to, because it still is a very high-level aspect of competition. Do you want to talk briefly just about that?
Absolutely. One of the things I think that was so important in Miss Tennessee this year to all of us, and definitely has been a part of my journey over the last 5 years, is that while you're competing with all these girls, you're competing with them, not against them. It's so much of an individual sport, and to embrace one another and not to try to compare yourselves, but to celebrate each other, especially because you've all worked so hard for a full year. And then when you get to Miss Tennessee or Miss America, to understand that you are going to put that work into play and you are going to compete and be your best, but you can be your best self, and it doesn't matter what anyone else does. But to just celebrate each other's differences and to empower one another, but to compete with and not against.
Well, we are so excited to have you represent us, not only at Miss America, but throughout the entire state for the entire year. How can we keep up with you for the year?
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Miss America TN. All my handles are the same. And my business manager, if you would like to book me for your school, your opening gallery event, I wouldn't hate going to that, or anything else, you can email my business manager, Gary Briggs, at gb1793@gmail.com.
All right.
I would love to come back. I love being back home whenever I can.
Well, yes, anytime you're back home, you just give me a call. We'll always have room for you, especially after you win Miss America, right?
Hey, fingers crossed, that would be great.
Well, you are going to do great representing the state, and we're so excited for you and your year ahead. And I can't wait to keep up with it. So, guys, make sure you follow her on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can do a lot of fun and exciting things.
Thank you so much.
Christine,
Thank you for having me.
best of luck if I don't talk to you before.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back on Let's Chat.